Alright guys, time for another special episode here. I'm using just a standard lapel mic I used to use a while back from Radio Shack. Just a little old $8 mic. And as you can see, I've tried to clean my desk so it would look, fairly nice for this video. What I'm going to be doing is an unboxing of a new pedal that I bought. And I'll show you, give you the story behind that. This is going to be in two parts. It's going to be in the same video, but this first section that you're going to see is going to be the unboxing and my initial impression of what it looks like. And the second section of the video is going to be a screencast of the product website and more information on how I found out about them and everything. So without further ado, I have my tea, I have my clean desk, a couple pins that I don't need right now, and my Macintosh monitor on the Arabesque screensaver setting for some nice background. Back here is just all my junk you've seen already, probably on the desk tour. So, and last but not least, I have my box. All right, beautiful Amazon Prime, wrapping. I just now actually canceled my Prime membership because I originally ordered it, subscribed to Prime membership just so that I could get all the things that I needed for Christmas on time, so that I could get the hard drive that I ordered and all this other stuff, which I see back there has fallen down. That's not good. Hopefully it's alright. Anyway, so here we have the box. Get my trusty box cutter out of here, out of the drawers. Alright, so, and we're going to get right into this unboxing. But yeah, that's I just unsubscribed from Amazon Prime because I don't really need to pay 80 bucks a year for something I don't hardly ever need. And so I just unsubscribed to him because, I just don't really need it. So, we have the nice, easy packaging here. And here is the pedal. Now, those of you who have received pedals from this company, let's see if you know who this is before I open it up, before I tell you what it is, all right? And for some reason it stopped. But anyway, you get the picture. I'm using an app on my mobile phone called Instant Buttons. Awesome app. You got to check it out. It's got tons of cool sounds on it. As you can see here, those are just my favorites. You zoom up, you've got tons of sounds, different sound effects. Like Jurassic Park. So I love this little thing. It's got some awesome things on there. You got to check out the one called Death Metal Rooster. It's amazing. Anyway, back to this. Don't want to lose your attention. This is a pedal. And a pedal. And a pedal. Okay. Manufactured by a company called Joyo. This is the Joyo Ultimate Drive pedal. Alright. It says here the features. It is intermediate between distortion and overdrive, different from the normal diode clipping circuit. It can create more active redundancy and effects of electron tube amplifier and complex harmonic spacious sound. Basically a lot of fancy words for this pedal is awesome. Alright, so that's just what I want to say about that. Cool little packaging here, I must say. It's got kind of a matte finish. It's not really glossy. So we open the pedal up. Let's see what this bad boy is about. Alright, so we have a little manual here. Yeah, a little manual. Read the instructions carefully. How to use, what the different things are for. And then on the back, we got it in Chinese, I guess. Yeah, Joyo China. This is a Chinese company. Here's the pedal itself. Must say it's pretty sturdy construction. As you can see here, it has a little battery compartment, which is supposed to have a battery already in it. It's supposed to come with a battery. So, nice, clean finish here. And the big reveal, voila. Okay, folks? Folks, this is the Ultimate Drive. Now, I'm not really keen, can't really say I like the decal there of the, I don't know what that thing is, demon or something. I have no idea. I can't say that I'm keen on that design. But this pedal is supposed to be a clone of the Full Tone OCD, the Obsessive Compulsive Drive, which is a staple on many people's pedal boards. Most notably that I can think of was Paul Gilbert. He used to use that for a long time. And I love his tone, and I want to get this. So let's just go ahead and get a little bit of close-up action on this. I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and get up so that I can make sure that everything is in the shot clearly. Alright, so we have the ultimate drive. Over here you can see the LED. Okay, and this is a quiet vacuum switch. It's not a loud one click. Okay, so it's very quiet. We have a tone knob, you know. We have a gain. We have a level. And this is a high and low switch circuit, so that you can have low, you know, nice fat distortion sounds and higher sounds for harmonics. So this is almost two pedals in one. I really like that. There is the logo right there, and there is the input for the switch. Okay, so once again we have the standard jargon on the back. A battery compartment. Let's see if it's got the battery in there. It's supposed to come with one, and yes, it has a 9-volt battery included. That's a really awesome feature with this company here. I've actually seen reviews, and my screen just went blank, but I've actually seen reviews on this pedal on YouTube. You can find other, you know, schematics and everything of the pedal broken down, comparing it between the Octave Obsessive Compulsive Drive, and the circuitry looks almost exactly identical. So they may have just taken one apart and kind of, you know, analyzed it and looked at it and everything like that. So this is the Ultimate Drive by Joyo. Reason I got this one is because, to tell you the truth, the MXR pedal is just not doing it for me. And I'll do a video later on comparing these two so that you can see what I'm talking about. But I just don't really like the MXR prime distortion too much. It's got too much of a buzzy sound, too much of a buzzy fuzzy sound. That's the only way I can describe it. It's too keen. I don't really like the sound of the fuzz on there. And this one, I have seen all kinds of reviews on and demonstrations on YouTube, which you can check out too before mine comes out, of this pedal. And I was actually looking on Amazon for another one, you know, within about the same price range. Found these Joyo pedals online, and the cool thing about this company is this looks like a quality pedal, and from what I've heard, it sounds quality. The good thing about this is these are ultra cheap. This pedal here was like, I think, $31 and something, and just about every one of their pedals are around $30-something. So that's what's amazing. All right, so you have the high quality pedal that's, you know, well in your affordable range. The cool thing about this is it's exciting to me because, and I'll just go ahead and take this up. It's exciting to me because, yes, I do have the Digitech RP355. I love this pedal. You've seen the videos that I've bragged about it, and, you know, maybe even a video by now on a review, whatever. I love this pedal, the features of it. It's amazing. But like I said, if you're playing live, you can't really do anything with this. I don't really anticipate playing live anytime soon, but right now the pedal situation that I have includes 3 pedals, and right now I've got the MXR up for sale. Sorry about the lighting there. The MXR pedal is up for sale, which is why I'm doing this video today before it sells, so that I can actually do a comparison and a review and all that. But I have 3 pedals there. I've got a tube screamer, I've got distortion, and a wah, and that's all I've got. The amp itself has, you know, effects like distortion. I mean, it's got an overdrive, but I don't use it. It's got reverb, chorus, flange, but those are independent effects. You can't really use 2 or 3 of those at the same time. So the great thing about the Joyo pedals is that with the affordability that they offer, you can get 3 pedals for under $100 easily. Because just about all their pedals, from this one to the crunch distortion, but from these pedals, you know, you got a crunch distortion, you got many different types of distortion. The delays, I've looked at the delays online, they sound awesome. They have everything you can think of. I mean, this company's been around, I think, since 2011, and I'm just now finding out about them. And from what I've heard, this pedal is going to be awesome. I can't wait to try this pedal out, because for about a day, I got this pedal yesterday, and I waited and held off on unboxing it so that you guys could be a part of this. But it will be easy to set up all the pedals that I need of this type. Now, I'm not talking about wall pedals. I'm not talking about anything over the top. I'm talking about just standard, you know, square stomp boxes. It'll be easy for me to set this up, my own effects board with delay, chorus, probably reverb, distortion, phaser I hardly ever use. You know, anything I need that I can't live without, that I will need, I can easily set it up for less than 150 bucks. Plus they offer pedal boards too, for probably a same comparison as pedal train. So this is awesome right now. I'm going to go ahead and take you into the screencast, so be ready and stay tuned for that. Once again, this is the Ultimate Drive by Joyo. Alright folks, looks like we're on. I'm going to go ahead and take you to the Joyo website, and where we're going to go ahead and full screen this so we can see more about it. Now this is joyoaudio.com, as you can see up here. So the Chinese version of this website, you might have seen on the manual earlier, is joyochina.cn, but this is all in Chinese, and you can, of course, Chrome will translate it, but I don't want that to, you know, be translated, so we're just going to go ahead and close that out since we don't need it, and close this tab. And now we're back on, yes, what we need. Okay, so here is Joyo. Feel Joyo, enjoy music. Now, just to start with what's today, you know, as of now, it's January 23rd, which, by the way, is today's the beginning of the NAMM show. Hope all of you guys are having fun that are actually out to the NAMM show. I'll have to be checking on that on YouTube, you know, finding any footage of that as I can. It is the 23rd today as I record this. This is their first page. The second page is the Rock Driver carrying case / pedal board. The third page is just to advertise their pedals. Open the door, music for you. Fourth page is a wireless transmitter and receiver. Number 5 is their guitar amplifier. Number 6 is a loop control center, I do believe. I think this is their looper, I'm not sure. But today we're just going to be talking about the actual pedals. So we're going to go to the effects pedals. And once again, I was actually looking for other effects pedals, and this just happened to come on, and I found all kinds of good reviews on this. So every Joyo effects unit is individually tested, approved by professional musicians. We are committed to providing outstanding tone, and you'll know it when you hear it. I like the fact that they included a battery. I think they do that with all of their pedals, at least all the small ones. So let's just go to effects pedals here. That's where we're at. So we have a PXL. I think these are all the loopers. If I just do a real quick click on that, we'll see that it is a loop, effects loop. Okay. So let's go back, and this is just a huge looper. This is another type of thing. They actually have a multi-effects processor, but we're going to get into all these bad boys, all right? So we have, and by the way, I apologize for the audio. I could not get my lapel mic to work on the Mac. I have to have basically a preamp or some form of power source, apparently. It works on the camera fine, but this one and the Audio Technica I couldn't get to work, even with the battery. Audio Technica 3350, the ATR, has a battery, but it still apparently doesn't work with a Mac. But anyway, this audio is coming from the Logitech webcam that I'm using, the CE270. So that's why there's a lot of room noise you hear, a lot of reverb bouncing off the desk and everything. But anyway, here's the awesome pedals they have, and I was very amazed. I've never heard of this company. That's one thing I was amazed about, but also the fact that they have so much stuff for me not being able to even heard of them. Anyway, I was very surprised that they have this many pedals, and you know they're very sleek, very nice, classic looking. We have a Deluxe Crunch, a Hot Plexi, a Noise Gate, an AB switch. This will switch your amplifiers, so that's pretty cool. Once again, I'll show you in just a minute that these, like, you know, they don't have prices, I don't think, on their website, but I'll show you in just a minute that most of these are, in fact, about 30 bucks a piece, $31. By the way, this is a company called Dr. J. Apparently they make these, and I'll just go ahead and open that in a new tab, and we'll go over that here in just a sec. Okay, so we're going to go back here and look at all these other pedals. I mean, look at this. If I just scroll all the way down, all the way back up, look at this huge plethora of pedals, all for about 30 bucks. Okay, so we got a US Dream, analog delay, a pocket metal pedal. Let's see what this US Dream pedal is. True bypass design. It says true bypass here. Like I said, it doesn't really say anything about true bypass on the Ultimate Drive, but I'm assuming that it is because all their other pedals are. So it gives your clean amp another distortion channel. High gain distortion of a tone of a driven tube amp. Okay, so as we go farther on down, we have a Sweet Baby. Now let's see what a Sweet Baby is. Look at this. Look at these pedals. These are sweet. There's no other word for it. Low gain overdrive. You can tweak the pedal focus knob to adapt to the various overdrive styles. So we have basic 3 pedal designs here with a silent click engage, which I kind of wish it was, you know, kind of the clicky click sound of the MXR distortion pedal, but that's fine. We have analog chorus, which I've heard and it sounds amazing. Recently, one of the Chinese, it's on their website, I read where one of their Chinese people have preferred, who is apparently a big acoustic guitarist, big guitarist over in China. And it's on their website somewhere, but said that he switched this pedal out for the Boss chorus. Okay, so that's saying something about this company. They've got a lot of stuff, you know, and they've got a lot of promotions and stuff like that behind them. They've got a roll boost, vintage overdrive. This is comparable to a Ibanez TS9 tube screamer. Look at this. I mean, those really pop out, those yellow buttons there. This is a vintage overdrive. It's a true bypass. It's a representation of the classic tube screamer with some kind of chip. It's mellow, mild, smoothie, simply exquisite, also nice sustain. And if you go on YouTube, you can find comparisons of this pedal with the Ibanez tube screamer. Okay, so let's go back, and now we come to the Ultimate Drive, which is what I have. So let's hear about this one. Okay. It says bypass, maybe it'll say true bypass down here, I don't know. Ultimate Drive gives you rich, bordering on distortion overdrive, surpassing what a diode tube amp can provide. Open it up and find the kind of response and spacious harmonics of a big overdriven tube amp. So it's bordering on distortion, and from what I heard, it's the tone that I really liked. I mean, it's really thick, and it really does have a lot of gain to it. As you'll see probably in another video when I go to do a little first impressions. It does not mention true bypass here. This says true bypass, as you can see right here. This one says true bypass, the crunch distortion. That says true bypass. Now this one, to me, is probably a little crunchier, a little more distorted than the Ultimate Drive. And this would probably be another pedal I would recommend and probably would buy myself later on if I needed something heavier, you know, for that 80s distortion sound that I like, the shred sound. I would definitely recommend this one. The reviews that I saw actually have a picture of 2 big great white shark heads on the sides. So they have redesigned this since then. But check on YouTube on this one as well, and the Ultimate Drive. It's a British classic rock distortion, has great response sustain. The controls make precision fine-tuning a breeze. True bypass design minimizes tone loss. So, I guess they must not worry too much about true bypass on the Ultimate Drive because there's going to be so much thick tone as well. And you have that extra switch, which is, so far, I think, the only pedal that has that extra option of the switch is this one. And by the switch, I'm talking about this little switch right here. Okay, and if you read on Amazon and a bunch of them other places, they will say that this is in fact a clone of the excessive compulsive drive. We have a high gain distortion. We got a big old pedal here. By the way, let's see what the dimensions on this were. 11.5 inches long by basically 6.5 inches high. Is that right? Centimeters. Okay, I was about to say inches. That would be like a foot long. That ain't right. Centimeters. And then wide, 3.8 centimeters. Okay, so that tells us where we're going to here. All right, so we go back to the pedals here, just showing you some of these vintage phase. Probably, you know, you have one knob here, and basically that's all you need. It's probably for the speed. You got a classic chorus, which I heard this one sounds amazing. Their delay sounds amazing. Okay, they have an awesome delay sound, except I think the one that I saw on YouTube, if I do a find here, we got an analog delay. This is, I think, the one that I saw on YouTube. But there's that one, then there is a digital delay. So we have analog and digital both for any of you analog heads out there. We have a tremolo here, a dynamic compressor, which is probably nice. So I could add a compressor. You got a EQ here. You got a video octave, which to me I didn't really care for. There's another guy on YouTube that reviews these if you'll type in Joyo pedals. And he's got like 10 or 15 amps on the side of the wall, and he's got a huge isolation booth for all his cabinets. And he's, I forgot his name, but he has got some pretty cool reviews on there, and he reviews this video octave in depth. We got an AC tone. Let's see what this is. A lot of choices here. It reproduces the sound of a Vox amplifier, the classic British rock sound that guitarists dream about. Okay, so there you got that. You got a California sound and an American sound. So we got two different sounds here. Let's see what these sound, quote unquote, buttons are. So once again, we have bypass, not true bypass. It reproduces the sound of a Fender 57 Deluxe, which performs great from clean driven and anywhere in between. Okay, so all of these are aluminum alloy casing with a strong varnish finish, stoving varnish finish. Okay, so what about the California sound? Very nice white sound here. Not white sound, white color. I like that Arctic white look. Feel the sound of a Mesa Boogie amplifier. Gets lots of natural and focused rock tones. So I can see that happening. I guess Mesa Boogie is out of California. I'm not sure. Not really researched those guys. Extreme Metal, a British sound. Now we have another sound pedal. So tones inspired by Marshall amps. Everything from Blues Breaker to Plexi Roar. So we have basically amp simulator pedals. Okay. So that gives us amp simulated pedals here. So we have basically for these sound pedals, we have, think Fender American Strat, you know, Fender 57 amplifiers. Think Mesa Boogie, you know, a little heavier for this. And for the British, think Marshall, okay? If you want the Marshall tone, get the British. If you want a Mesa Boogie sound, which is more heavy, you know, get a California. And if you want the standard bluesy American twangy sound, get the American pedal here. And then we have Extreme Metal and a DI box for, I'm not really sure what DI boxes are for. Never really, you know, it's a passive direct box with amp simulation. Never really, some of you out there probably know what it's for. I don't have a clue. If you do, just go ahead and leave me a comment below and, you know, explain it to me. I've never really researched it, don't really understand it. Can be directly connected to power amps. Can be used with DC power or phantom power. All these pedals you see here are pretty much going to be about 30 bucks. So let's do some quick calculations. All right. So let's get my calculator out here, and we'll see what we've got to offer here. Let's just say I wanted to get. I've already got my Ultimate Drive. Okay, so that's number one. Let's call that 31. Now this is not tax, shipping, or anything like that. A 31 plus, and let's say I've got to have a chorus, so I'll get me an analog chorus for another $31. Okay, we're up to 62. Let's say I've already got a tube screamer, so I don't need that. Let's say by chance I did want a heavier distortion than this, and I wanted a crunch distortion, so we'll go ahead and add that. We have an analog chorus and a classic chorus. Both of those are probably about the same, so I would just have to decide and judge between those which I wanted. High gain distortion, not exactly sure if that is anything like, you know, metal or what exactly that is. Let's find out what that is. Used by the bands you love, from the crunch of AC/DC to the heavy metal of Metallica. So this is maybe more of a shreddy sound. I'm not sure. Okay, so back to the calculator here. Got to have a delay, probably an analog or a digital. Now, the downside that I have seen, that if you get a digital delay and you have a DSP or digital a digital signal processing amp, then you will run into problems if you have an analog distortion or analog pedal, because analog and digital signals they won't sound right. I recognize that from the MXR pedal. So if you got a digital amp, get digital delay. If you got an analog amp, you can get analog. Or I don't know if it works the other way around. I don't know if you can get a digital pedal that works through an analog amp. I'm not sure. But, you know, just basically my recommendation, whether it's these pedals or any other pedals, experiment with them in your local music store, okay? And then you can kind of see. So I'm up to 3 pedals here. I've already got the Ultimate Drive, a chorus, and this crunch distortion here. Let's say I've got to have a delay. I haven't added that yet, so we're going to add another $31. So that's a delay. A flanger. I like a flanger, so just in case I wanted that, that's not anything that I have to have. Don't really have to have a phase either. I don't really care for a phaser. Would like a compressor. So let's see, 31. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't need to simulate any amps. And I'm not sure. These pedals may be a little higher. They may be more like $50. But I'm just basing the one that I got, the Ultimate Drive right here, is what I'm basing the rest of these similar pedals of the similar dimension and everything. Okay, so that leaves me with a chorus, a delay, an Ultimate Drive, a crunch distortion, a flanger, and a compressor, and that leaves me with bam, $186. If you was just to get 2 of these same kind of pedals from Boss or from other people, you would be way over this. You know, you would already be past the $200 mark, most likely. So that's just a good comparison there. Now this is the Dr. J thing that I saw. That it's at the bottom of the website here. We clicked on that. Let's see what this is. It's by the same company, I'm guessing. So I haven't even checked this out. So this is brand new to me too, guys. So let's see what we got here. Looks like the same setup. Now I don't know what their prices are. So let's just go to effects here. We have videos if you want to do some, you know, video things. So these probably are the same people that make the Joyo amps or the Joyo effects pedals. You could get on YouTube and check these guys out as well and see between these if you like them better. Try comparing the Arsenal distortion to the Ultimate Drive, you know, say for example. Page 2 of the effects, we have a fuzz, we got a buffer, Blade Master distortion, that's a cool name. And so we got different artists. Let's see who some of their artists are. People, I have no idea who they are. We got video, so you got people testing these videos out. So check that out. That's drjpedal.com. Like I said, don't know exactly how much their products are, but it'd be worth checking them out as well, since they're affiliated in somehow with the see, there's the Blade Master distortion. They're affiliated somehow with Joyo. So just out of curiosity, let's see what this Blade Master distortion is. Hopefully you can hear it. Somebody may be speaking in Chinese for all I know. I don't know. So let's see what we got here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but we can get an idea what it sounds like. Okay, so you get the idea from that one. That's a very nice, rich, compressed sounding distortion. Probably would be really good for some solos and everything. A little thick, a little heavy. So this is Dr. J. Now, let me tell you where you can get these pedals, okay? At least the Joyo pedals. All you got to do is go to Amazon.com. All right, we'll full screen this so you can see what's going on. And just type in Joyo pedals. Okay. Now, before you do this, make sure there should be an Amazon link that is in the Show More area of the YouTube video here. Now, I don't have it up, but because I'm just now recording it. But please, if you are considering ordering these, please use my Amazon link. That is my affiliate link with Amazon, so that whenever you purchase something from Amazon through that link, they will give me a small commission. Now, it's not much, but it does show your support for my channel and my products, and it does help me out. So I appreciate it if you check the Show More area down here and scroll through the description to find that Amazon link. And when you get here, type in Joyo pedals and voila, check these out. All right, let's look at the prices here. First of all, we have, and I'm going to try to click somewhere where it won't actually open the thing, because this QuickTime is what I'm using, and it does record the mouse clicks. So right here we have 30 bucks for an overdrive. The one that I just bought, actually this went up. I just bought it for $31. Okay, so the ultimate drive, we have $31. The tremolo, we have for the compressor $31. So basically $31, $32 in that price range, even $34 for this one if you round up. By the way, while I'm mentioning that, let me just give you guys a tip. If you haven't noticed this, a lot of time, most of the time, our eyes are, directed to the channel or the price to the left. Don't be fooled by that, because the price to the right is really what dictates what the actual price is. So if you see something for $19.95, round up, it's really 20 bucks. Okay. Not only do we usually factor in tax and shipping, but we almost always forget about the extra dollar or two that we're actually spending here because of the right number. Just a little quick tip for you guys. So the Octava, the Fuzz Octave pedal, the Video Octave, 34 bucks. Let's go down here, 35 bucks, I'm rounding up, 35 bucks for the Vintage Tomb, 38 bucks. The American Fender Sound, so these bigger pedals are a little bit more. $33 for the Delay, $36 for that, $35 for Joyo. And they also have, like I said, they have tons of other things. I don't know if you noticed it, but the video I just showed you had a Joyo guitar cable plugged into it. So they make cables, they make pedal boards, they make actual power supplies. This power supply is $56. And YouTube, there is a video or two out here on this. This is not isolated, according to the one that I saw. This is a regulated power supply. It's a totally different thing. All right, so that's 60 bucks for a power supply, okay? That saves you buying 9-volt batteries, and it's supposed to be probably better sound than just a one-spot or a godlike power supply, which I have, and which has been giving me some problems lately as far as the humming and all that. $31 for a phaser, the Vintage Phase. The Classic Flanger, $36. The Crunch Distortion, which I may end up buying later, replicates a full stack Marshall crunch gain settings and tone. This is a $31 pedal. Analog Delay, $35. And look at this, there are tons of other features, tons of other pages. Now let's just do a quick comparison here, okay? Let's go back really quick and go to the top here, and we're going to go ahead and do another comparison here. So let's go to Amazon.com again, and let's compare this with Boss, okay? Because that's one of the most outstanding names that Boss Effects pedals, and that's just narrowing it down. Okay, so let's compare. We have a Boss DS1 distortion. Everybody agrees this is one of the most popular, one of the most famous distortions. I've had it. I didn't really care too much for it. It wasn't the punch that I needed. So that's a distortion. Let's just say that the Crunch or the Ultimate Drive is probably close to this. All right. So the Ultimate Drive is 33 bucks. The Boss is $49. Excuse me, 34 if you round that up. Okay, so the Crunch Distortion that we saw is $31. You're saving a total, let's say $50 and $31. You're saving about 20 bucks there. Okay, so let's keep going down. Let's do a Boss. Now, I don't know why it's pulling up all these Planet Waves and all this. Let's just go Boss pedals. Let's see if that helps. Oops. All right, this is better. we got a Metal Zone distortion guitar pedal. $90, folks. All right, $90 for a Metal Zone. Let's go down here and check out some of the pedals from Joyo. Let's see if they've got a metal pedal. I know they do. We just got to find it. Extreme Metal, high gain, $40 or $31. Okay. Like I said, go on YouTube and do some searches on comparing these things. All right. There's a classic chorus. This is a guitar pedal. This is probably digital. So let's see. That's a $32 pedal. Let's see where a Boss chorus comes in. All right. Let's look up the word chorus. Super chorus. $100 for a chorus pedal. All right. Now, no doubt they have 4 knobs, and this one has 2. More features. I understand that. The analog chorus has actually 3 knobs. So if we were to go back to where we were at and go to the analog chorus, which I thought was back here. No, that was the delay. The analog chorus, let's see. I know it's in here. There it is. I guess it does have 2 knobs. But you're saving, it's $37. And don't forget, folks, down here there's other people selling. Okay, so you got used ones. You've got new ones for like $1 cheaper. You've got, now I don't know why somebody's selling this pedal at $80-something when you can get it for $31. Or $33. I have no idea. But anyway, here's some more prices down here. If you want it used, if you want to try it out, Let's go back here. Let's see. We have compressor, $100. Let's go back to where we was at. Find the compressor right here. $32. Okay, so compressor $32 from Joyo, compressor $100 from Boss. All right, we have a digital delay pedal, $170. Let's go to the digital delay from here it is, the digital delay, $33. Okay, digital delay effects pedal with quantity stop box musical features. Yes, there are 3 knobs here, and there are 4 knobs on the digital delay. They have a few more inputs, things like that. But, it's just what a lot of it's brand, a lot of it's quality. If you know Roland, if you know Boss, they're top of the line, and they can, it's definitely probably worth this. But if you're on a budget like me and you don't really see the need in doing all this stuff, you don't have a lot of gear to sell to buy this stuff, then Joyo, I recommend you check these guys out, okay? Alright, folks, one last thing I wanted to mention, and I'll splice this in before the ending of the video, is that, let me go ahead and full screen this real quick. The other thing I wanted to mention, and I knew there was something at the end of that video that I wanted to mention, I forgot, is if you type in, now I said that this Ultimate Overdrive pedal, Ultimate Drive, is basically a clone of the Full Tone OCD. So if you type in Full Tone OCD right there, here's what it brings up. Check this out. What is the next pedal right underneath it? Bam! The Joyo JF2 Ultimate Overdrive pedal. Once again, $127 versus $34. Okay, it's supposed to be pretty much the exact same specifications. Once again, if you go to YouTube and compare these, you'll be able to find them that they really match up really, really good. Now, just really quick, the Obsessive Compulsive Drive. Basically, here's what it says. Until this Obsessive Compulsive Drive, the pedals just couldn't hold up to what a high quality amp could do. You lose all the touch sensitivity and you can forget about those complex harmonics. It has always been somewhat of a compromise using overdrive pedals until now. The Full Tone OCD is designed to replicate the dynamics and harmonic structure of an overdriven tube amp, uses unique multi-stage distortion circuit as opposed to the more common diodes, blah, 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 blah. The designers made it for themselves, but they'll let you use it too and you'll love it. So we have 43 customer reviews that are, 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's a great, into a clean amp sound, it gets even better. To conclude, I would have to say that this pedal is the perfect mix of overdrive with a quality tone, very well constructed hardware. Okay, one-star review. Most of these are, there's 43 customer reviews. All right, so let's go back to now notice this construction. We have that little switch up there, and there's a little switch in this one too. Let's go to the Ultimate Drive pedal. We have 93 customer reviews. If you'll go back here, notice It's a #1 best seller in guitar and distortion overdrive effects. There's 17 items in musical instruments, blah, blah, blah. But if I just click right on it, 93 customer reviews, okay? And there we go, are some of them. Another great value pedal from Joyo. I can use it as a low gain boost to simulate moderate tube overdrive or run it full out for very saturated distortion. The thing he does is try to dial them in and says, I can get the same sound out of this pedal, but not exactly sure what that is. But you can easily click on all 93 reviews. And the reason I found the Ultimate Drive, like I said, I was looking through some other pedals, and I think I typed in full tone OCD, and this is what popped up. And when I seen that price difference, guys, my jaw back dropped. Because look, when I clicked on this, here's what I found. Okay, here's all the, you know, the features and everything that you see. But look at this description. Okay, now once again, here is a row of all the Joyo pedals. Okay, $30, $31, $34, $32, $35, $36 and a half. You know, then you got 30, 40 bucks there, $31, blah, blah, blah. If we go back to the full tones line of pedals, then we have right here 127, 119, 159, 135, 150, 102. Oh no, that's a bass. 160 bucks right there, $135. Okay, so that's the biggest difference there is the price. But when you look at what the description is, you have the description right here, and I'm not going to read all this, but it says this pedal, the Ultimate Drive pedal, nails the timeless tones of the classic rock era. The quote-unquote OCD pedal, as it has become known. Why? Because it's basically the same construction, probably the same circuitry, you know, same sound for, you know, fraction of the price. Has 2 settings, high and low, which is that switch which allow for flexibility. The tone it creates is soothing and sweet with just a little bit of gain is dialed in. And when you start to lay into the pedal, either with another pedal up front or by turning up the drive and volume, and the Ultimate Drive really begins to shine. Arena rockers beware, you would not want to let anyone borrow this little monster. Okay? It's designed with the goal of recreating the tone of a tube amplifier at volume, and it calls it the OCD because I guess that's because of this little reference up here. The OCD's distortion is somewhat of a hybrid when it comes to solid state or vacuum tube. Solid state is digital. The real deal when it comes to aesthetics, sound, and construction, the pedal features a metal shell casing, quality connectors, and sturdy controls with bright red plastic knobs. In this case, they're white plastic knobs. I don't know if this was a earlier construction. I'm pretty sure that this was. If you look at some of the Ultimate Drive pedals from the past, before they redesigned these, it did look a little different. It has been wired. Check this out. I didn't know this earlier, but it has been wired for true bypass. Okay. It shows, you know, it's got an on-off indicator light, the high tone, low tone switch. Besides the normal on-off stomp box flicker switch, it's durable and functional. It'll provide years of service and will turn heads as the cutting mid-range pierces through the crowd. This pedal comes with a 9-volt battery. Comes with it, big plus. So it's ready for action right out of the box. Okay, you don't have to go to the dollar store and buy a 9-volt battery. You don't have to buy, you know, a daisy chain or some kind of one-spot adapter. If you have one, that's great. Better still, it's available at an incredible price, guys. This is why I recommend at least trying out. I mean, for 30 bucks, what do you got to lose? You can possibly add an awesome pedal to your collection, and even if you don't like it, you can just resell it. And, you know, it's very cheap to check it out. All right, so basically that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do check out my Amazon link, and every purchase you buy through that link will help me out in bringing more content to you and being able to bring you some quality reviews and things like this. So have a great day. Enjoy these pedals. Look them up on YouTube, and I will be doing another video shortly on my first impressions and on what the pedal sounds like compared to MXR distortion pedal. Alright, thanks guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, rate, all that good stuff. Share with your friends. Let everybody know about the awesome things happening over here on my YouTube channel. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.